Somebody that works in the same field as you is involved in this. Spiritual court is now in session. And a karmic sent her friends to watch you, to add you on social media, to keep tabs on you. Okay. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Somebody with a red car is involved. This could be you or one of these karmics. Mari says he is not the father. Oh my goodness. So somebody is finding out that they are not the father of a child. And we have here at the bottom, trying to do whatever it takes. So somebody found out that a karmic was trying to do whatever it takes to trap somebody. And now the truth is being revealed. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Mind games. Yes. Look, we have here a crooked babalao, santero, or a priest. So a karmic was willing to lie to somebody, willing to get someone involved, a practitioner, to do voodoo on somebody, just so that they can keep them around. All right? And keep them, you know, providing for a child that's not even theirs. Anything else, Holy Spirit? My goodness. Baby daddy, yo, you cannot make this up. It says here this karmic conned her way into this person's life, the divine masculine's life, with lies and with black magic. Like, this karmic has been, look, lying this whole time, and they're busted. Yo, this is wild. The truth is out. Somebody found out that this karmic lied about a child. This could be your baby daddy for some of y'all. Or this is just their baby daddy. Like, they're realizing that they lied to this person who was their baby daddy, and it wasn't really their baby daddy. This person was never the father. So again, right here, a santero, a priest, a crooked one, you know, one that would lie, and they would do voodoo on somebody. They're not a healer. They don't work in the light. So they was definitely helping this karmic to do love spells, confusion spells, whatever, to have this person under those illusions, thinking that that was their daughter or that was their son. Yeah, because look, they didn't want to be alone, all right? Or they didn't want to have to raise this child alone. Well, damn. Okay, what else, Holy Spirit? What else does the collective need to know? Sheesh. We got here a foot tattoo. Somebody with a foot tattoo is involved. An active duty Marine is involved. Somebody who has a rental car is involved. We see here a red car and a rental car. They was doctoring your photos, okay? So somebody was doctoring your photos, some type of Photoshop or something that they was doing AI or something like that. Their gifts are now blocked. So look, we have the crooked babalao here, or the santero priest, you know, the spiritualist, that, again, they wasn't working in the light. They was using their gifts not to heal and to help others, but to do voodoo on people. So now their gifts are blocked. All right, somebody's getting fired. This could be this person right here. That, you know, God is firing them. They're not working in the light. All right, but somebody could be getting fired. That's their karma, and somebody else's karma is a house fire. Well, damn. Okay, tell me more. They're not a dark soul. They just got caught up in dark shit. It could be right here. We still on this priest here. This whatever you want to call him, this practitioner. Well, it's too late now. Now they're caught up. And look, we have Marines again. We have an active duty Marine and we got Marines. So double confirmation here that there's a Marine involved. All right, we have here illegal surveillance. So somebody could be watching you, but they're doing it illegally. You know, I don't know. Like they could be bugging your house. They could have cameras somewhere set up at work or something. Something about illegal surveillance. You could be seeing angel number 333. And we have here Chase Bank. So somebody could work at the bank. I just said something about work. Somebody could work at the bank. Or something about the bank. Tell me more. Okay, so you could be an old soul. Your child could be an old soul. Somebody's an old soul here. There's overwhelming evidence. There's overwhelming evidence about something that they did. Again, we have here got fired. We have here now a warehouse job. So somebody could have got caught. We got surveillance, you know, like they could have got caught, busted at work, and they got fired. It says here, fear lowers your vibration. Anxiety lowers your vibration. You need to stay centered. All right. Stay positive, optimistic, stay centered, because they're trying to lower your vibration. All right. The reason why is because these people that is doing voodoo on you, they need you to be in that energy, in a low vibration, so that they could do the voodoo on you, so that you are more susceptible to what they're trying to do. If you continue to raise your vibration, to vibrate high, you will not be touched. All right. That's what Spirit is always saying. Stay in a high frequency, do your cleansing, your prayers, whatever you do, cleanse your energy. You're going to stay protected. Okay. So look, somebody's going to slide in your DM. All right. So this is a social media message. Remember, we already got somebody here watching you. So let's clarify and see. What is this message? Let's see, Holy Spirit. Somebody playing on somebody's phone. All right. Clarify, Holy Spirit, this message. So collectives, be aware. There's going to be a message coming in. What is this message about, Holy Spirit? Okay, we have here trying one more time. So it's like they're trying, look at this, trying one more time, and then we have reconciliation with the Three of Swords. You see how it says here, trying one more time? Somebody doesn't want to walk away. This is walking away from a situation. And then with the Three of Swords, this is a breakup. In the reverse, they want to have a reconciliation. They want to heal the connection. All right, so look, they're watching you. They're watching you on social media. They're stalking you, and they're going to send you a message. This is the stalker card in the reverse. They're stalking. So you need to be aware, because this person is going to reach out to you. They want to reconcile. All right. This is a karmic. Clarify this person's energy, Holy Spirit. Yeah, this is somebody who's a bad investment. Okay. Somebody that is unstable. Okay, somebody that they missed an opportunity with you. All right. Again, you walked away. They don't want you to walk away. They don't want to walk away. They want to try another. They want another chance with you. But Spirit is saying this is a bad investment. This is somebody that you cannot build with. Like this is somebody who's just going to take from you and deplete you. Okay. All right. So be aware with that message. Okay. Let's see what else. All right, Spirit, what else can we get with this energy, this karmic energy here? Baby mama drama wants you to self-sabotage. Okay, so again, this energy keeps coming out here with this baby mama drama, this child. Okay, C for child. Somebody's first name, middle name, last name has a C in it. Wow, is this who's pregnant? The side chick? You cannot make this up. A side chick is pregnant. That's for somebody. Look, under the influence. All right, so under the influence, they got drunk, or they was under the influence of something, and they gave it up, and they got pregnant. That's for somebody. All right, so now we have here your crime family is involved. Give me something on this crime family, Holy Spirit. Wow, they are scammers. They're con artists. Yeah. Oh my God. Look, it says here they canceled the plan. All right. So they was planning to do something to you. That shit didn't sound like a good plan anymore, and they canceled that shit. Wow. Look what they was planning to do. Plant drugs on you. Oh my goodness. Okay. So one of your relatives, they were trying to do this to get you caught up. This could be, again, this overwhelming evidence that they've been watching you with this illegal surveillance. There's probably, messages or something like that, they're being, again, surveillance. Like the feds is watching these people, and they're seeing that these people was trying to get you locked up. Look, for pay. Exactly. They could have been paying somebody, like a hitman or something, to do that. Look, this could be when you're taking a walk, Like maybe when you're walking your dog, your cat. Somebody's walking their cat. What the hell? That was so random. Yo, Spirit is saying you're gonna be proven innocent. All right. Again, I feel like they were trying to blame you for something right here, trying to plan something on you. There's overwhelming evidence, and you're gonna be proven innocent. Is somebody walking their cat? Like, where did that come from? Oh my God. All right, let me move on. All right. Let's see. Holy Spirit, tell me more. Surprise. Yeah, somebody's gonna be surprised when they see somebody walking down the block with a cat. All right, so look, they was on the dark web plotting on you. Confirmation. I just said they was paying somebody. They paid a hitman. Yup, while you was walking, look, surprise you while you're, yo, this is, I'm trying to be funny, but it's like, it's crazy because it's not funny because this is what they was doing. They wanted to surprise you while you walking your cat or walking your dog, whatever, walking, something about walking somewhere. They wanted this hitman for pay that they paid to basically do something to you. They was plotting on you. And this is all coming to light because these people been on the investigation. They just didn't know that. Anything else? Oh, Spirit is saying that it is all downhill from here. Absolutely. All right, so we have here that turtle, that gift is cursed. Stay woke. All right, so if they try to give you, somebody told me, shout out to you, girl, the turtle, so write the turtle. That is, you know, they was giving her a turtle. So for some of y'all, a turtle could be significant, but it could be a gift, okay? But definitely it's something like a gift that they're trying to give you that is cursed. So you need to be aware. All right, don't be scared. Just don't accept it. If you don't want to be confrontational and it's like somebody that's like a relative or something, and you know, because some people they're not confrontational, so I understand. Just take it and throw it away, and then cleanse your hands. You know, get some salt, cleanse your hands. You could pray. You could get some, what is that called, Florida water, and just clean your hands, whatever you take, and then just throw it out. Throw whatever it is away. All right, you are protected. You know, the point of this message is to keep you aware of what they're doing and shit like that. But it's not to let you know like, oh, if you get the gift, they're going to curse you. No, you are protected. Just throw it away. All right. And I'm talking from experience because I used to be like that. Like, oh my God, I don't want to touch it. I don't want nothing. And then I realized like, wait, these people, the people that I least expect, they've been leaving shit in my house. They've been giving me shit and nothing has happened. You know, and then I asked Spirit, like, what's going on? And Spirit is like just letting me know that they're giving us a heads up, you know, so we could see what they're doing and just stay away from these people. You don't want to be around people that's moving funny like that anyways, okay? So New Jersey is significant. Somebody could be from New Jersey or in New Jersey or something. And we have here Dumb and Dumber, the not so dynamic duo, all right? So Dumb and Dumber, there's a duo here. It's two people that is working together, and they're not that smart. Okay, so these are part of the karmics that are going to be going down. Let's see what else, Holy Spirit. They're living off of your inheritance. Oh, so Dumb and Dumber, this could be a couple, all right? Somebody in your family. Again, we got here your crime family, these con artists, these scammers. There was an inheritance that was left for you, and they took it. The letter Q, somebody's first name, middle name, last name. Okay, I have here QC, quality control. Somebody could work in quality control department in their job. They put you in a false marriage to obtain certain benefits. Okay, to obtain certain benefits, and also this could be another way that they took this inheritance, this money that was left to you. Tell me more. A left-handed person. Somebody is left-handed. This could be you or somebody involved. All right, so that's what they did. Like I'm telling you, they did a lot of scheming and scamming. It's a whole group here. Your family and others. All right, Five of Swords. Okay, Five of Swords is winning at all costs. This is somebody who's a cutthroat person. Yeah, these people are cutthroat, and they would do whatever it takes, like right here, trying to do whatever it takes to win at all costs. What else? They poisoned your grandma or your grandpa. I'm telling you, this could be how they got this inheritance right here. Again, they do whatever it takes. This is somebody that would do this type of shit right here. So they did this so that they could get some type of money. All right. I don't know. Life insurance policy, an inheritance, whatever was left on the will, a house. They did that. All right. And you're going to get confirmation of that because whatever this person, this grandma or this grandpa, whatever they left, it was for you. And that's what they took. Somebody's calling off the wedding. All right, so somebody's married, well, they're gonna get married, and somebody doesn't want to get married anymore. That's somebody's karma. It says he, oh wow, moving on and moving out. Yes, that is somebody's karma. They're moving on, or they're moving out. It says here, wow, you do not have to explain why you pulled your energy, why you moved away. Look, moved away, moving on, moving out. So I could be talking to you or this person. There's a karmic here dealing with a lover that doesn't want to marry them anymore. They could have been doing voodoo on them. They was under the illusions, and now they're waking up and they're seeing that this is not what they want. All right, this is not what they want to do. They don't want this wedding anymore. They're awakening now, and they're running. All right, somebody's paying for sex. The dragon is significant. Somebody could be born in one of these years, so something significant happens in one of these years. A firefighter is involved in this. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Having unprotected sex, and we have here they paying for sex. So somebody's paying for this shit, and they're doing it like that. Oh my goodness, stay woke. Team celibate, y'all. Team celibate. Remember, we see somebody got pregnant, and they try to pin the baby on somebody else. On you, if it's you who's watching. So yeah, that karmic is definitely, they probably not paying for sex, but they're selling the cooter, and they're doing it unprotected, and they try to blame you. You know, they try to say that you the daddy. Somebody that's currently on probation is involved in this. Okay, let's see what else. Your neighbor is part of the coven organization. So your neighbor is a part of that. So for some of y'all, you need to be aware that you have a neighbor that's a part of this shit. Let me see, what is this neighbor doing? Is this neighbor watching the collective, Holy Spirit? Let's see. Are they watching the collective? What is their job? Why they got the neighbor involved in this shit? What is their duty, their task, their responsibility? Oh, the devil in the reverse. A Capricorn could be significant, but you see how it says detachment? Their job is to make sure that you don't detach. All right, we got a Queen of Pentacles reverse here. For some of y'all, it's a female. It's a karmic. You see how it says here dark magic? And then it says here bad mother. Okay, somebody who is mean-spirited, manipulation, neglectful. All right, this is the karmic. This karmic could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But this karmic is like a gold digger. So they're definitely paying her. Like she would do anything for money. All right, with the Pentacles in the reverse, she's a gold digger. And with dark magic, she does voodoo. So they got your neighbor doing voodoo on you to make sure that you don't free yourself from the binding that they're doing on you. You see that? Detaching, overcoming, addictions, overcoming them, your freedom, claiming your power, standing in your power, cutting cords. This karmic is right there next door to you, probably doing like a ritual, like, I don't know, they put you in the freezer or some bullshit, something so to make sure that you don't free yourself. You see that? That's crazy. And she did it for money because she's coming out as the Queen of Pentacles reverse. So there's something about her being a gold digger or just do anything strange for a little piece of change. Yeah, Knight of Cups, all right? They made her this offering. They went to her, with this offer like, yo, take action, do this for me, and I'll give you what you want. So that's what they're trying to do. Yeah, look, you cannot make this up. The Two of Cups, okay? A partnership, all right? They found, I don't know how they linked up with her, but, the karmics, they be having us watched, with the gang stalking and all this bullshit. So they found out who your neighbor is. They approached your neighbor. They want to do this for some money. You want to work with me to do this? Yeah, sure. And that's their job right there, to make sure you don't free yourself. So somebody needs to know that this neighbor is a part of this organization. Again, we got a crime family, or it's a coven, a secret society, whatever. Take it how it resonates. All right. Let's see what else. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Here we go. A bottle girl. That could be the neighbor for some of y'all. Is a bottle girl. She works in the club. Some of y'all be asking me what a bottle girl is. A bottle girl is like, she works in the club. She serves the bottle. But I know in New York is a big thing with the bottle girls, So I don't know anywhere else, But that's what I got here, a bottle girl. All right, we have here somebody with a blue car. All right, somebody's wife or ex-wife or ex-girlfriend. Because again, we see somebody here that they don't want to get married. Tell me more. They try to break into your home. What? Tell me more about that. Again, we got here crime family. Okay, the letter N, somebody's first name, middle name, last name has an N. So this ex of yours was planning to break into your home. All right, you are intimidating because maybe you know what's going on and you're protecting yourself. All right, you're somebody that's traditional. You are conservative. You don't be out here doing too much. You're intimidating them. Let's see. They're trying real hard to keep up an image. Yeah, look, they're trying to catch you off guard. Commissary is telling me somebody's going to end up locked up and they're going to be doing something strange for a Twinkie or a pack of cigarettes. Okay, not even a Twinkie. What is it? A honey bun. A honey bun, that's what I heard. Or they be doing something strange for the honey bun. Look, the neighbor is coming out again. What? Yo, this neighbor is going to get locked up for playing around with these people. Oh my God, the neighbor's watching for updates. For some of y'all, this neighbor is some type of drug user or an alcoholic. All right, so they're power hungry. They're trying to catch you off guard, this karmic. All right, it's not gonna work. They're trying to keep up an image, trying to act like maybe they're not bothered by you moving on. This could be this one that doesn't want you to move on. All right, somebody received a message of concern. So let's see, what is this message of concern? Let's see what the message said. All right, Spirit. What is this message? Okay, they're watching for updates. You see how it's like, it's an organization. Like they all got a job here, a duty, and it's to take you down. All right, so they're watching you. Somebody received a message here. This is the cards that came out with this this person that's trying to catch you off guard. Okay. King of Wands, this is you. Is in the upright. You're standing in your power. Male or female, you know, you are a leader. Again, they don't want you to stand in your power. Power hungry. They want your power. We saw the double card reverse. They don't want you to detach and stand in your power, but you already are. It's too late. Oh, that could be the message that they got. It's too late. Let's see what we got here. Oh, yup. Yo, you cannot make this up. That's exactly what they got. It's too late. You already standing in your power. They didn't want you to stand in your power. They were trying to set you up, trying to put drugs on you in your house, trying to run up in your crib, trying to rob you, all that shit. Listen, something about you standing in your power. It says here overcoming challenges. You see, you overcoming the challenge and they was unable to complete the task. You see that? Lack of success. Incomplete. They wasn't able to do what they was trying to do. All right. It could be that, you know, it's just your spiritual protection. You know what I'm saying? Like your spiritual protection. You are protected because we got here the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is, you see that this is your spiritual. It could be moving on again, but it's also releasing baggage, releasing everything and moving on, leaving the past in the past. And this is your spirit team protecting you as you do that, because that's what you're supposed to do. If you was to repeat karmic cycles and stay dealing with these karmics and going back and forth with the bullshit and all that, you will not get this protection. You know, like you will have to learn the fucking lesson and then you'll be able to move forward. So this is giving like you standing in your power. These people, they're trying to set you up, try to get you locked up, try to do voodoo on you. Nothing is going to work because you are now in alignment. You are in your purpose. You know, you're where you're supposed to be. You're in alignment right now. So your protection is like stronger. Okay. These people can't do nothing. They cannot set you up. They cannot get nowhere near your house. They cannot do nothing to you. And whatever they have been doing is going to come to light because you are now in alignment. All right. Arrested. People are going to get locked up. What do we got here? They're scared to die. Oh my God. Yeah, they're going to be passing away because the whole mission is to keep you, again, in the grasp of the devil energy, toxicity, addictions, locked up, low vibrational shit, whatever. Now you're standing in your power. Everything is going to start to go back to these people. They're scared now. They don't know what to expect. All right. So look, somebody belongs to the streets. They belong to the game and they had an affair with their employee. Oh my God. So this is a boss with their employee. All right. Or some type of position like a manager, supervisor. Somebody needs to know that they belong to the streets. All right. We have here using illegal tactics to get their way. Somebody was doing this, using illegal tactics. This could be the people that stole the inheritance. It says here, she said it was a miscarriage, but it was an abortion. Oh my God. So this could be right here. The person who belongs to the streets who had an affair with the employee. So So somebody had or it could be the karmic had an affair with their boss. You know, flip it however it resonates. Oh my God, confirmation, community poom poom. So this karmic, she had an affair with her boss. Yo, that is crazy. And she got pregnant, but it was an abortion. All right, somebody with a beige car. Let's see what else. The letter H is significant. Look, oh my God, confirmation that they poisoned someone. This came out. They poisoned your grandmother or your grandfather, and that shit is going to come to light. Everything that they did is going to come to light. Maybe they tried to rush the death or something. I'm telling you, that's what I keep getting. Like they try to rush the death to get like a life insurance policy, some type of money. All right, for some of y'all could be the nanny who did this or some type of caretaker. Oh my goodness. You could be the nanny or the caretaker. All right, this is definitely you. It says here someone with a good background, great credit is involved. No dirt found. Okay, so they were looking for dirt. Again, they're trying to plant something on you, trying to say probably that it's you that poisoned this person. You know, but Spirit is saying here that they didn't find nothing on you. All right, we have here the letter Z. Somebody's first name, middle name, last name has a Z. Again, you're gonna be proven innocent. Like it came on right here. Anything else, Spirit? Letter H. First name, middle name, last name. There is no honor amongst thieves. Absolutely, there's no honor amongst these karmics. The karmic got sent back to her state. There's a karmic that lives in another state. Again, somebody moved on, they moved out. So the karmic got sent back to wherever they lived before they started living with this person. All right, she's a fan. She's watching you. She's stalking you. And we have call logs, data logs, text logs, and cell site info. That's what I said, that somebody's on the investigation. And whatever they was doing with the dark web and all that shit, there's conversations, everything is being surveillanced. Okay, so confirmation of that. That's how they're gonna get taken down. That's the evidence, overwhelming evidence right here. Overwhelming evidence, yeah, of these sinister motives. See what I'm saying? All right, so let me pull some names and then we're gonna close this out. All right, Holy Spirit, who is involved here? If you see your name, it's giving you confirmation. There's a message here for you. Even if you don't see your name, you take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you see a karmic's name, it's giving you confirmation that they are involved. Let's see. Okay, we got 4. All right, we have here Jolene, Jose, Jameson, Georgia, Carlson, Jesus, Nathan, Janine, Knight, Norville, Walker, Amir, West, Quinn, Kelly, McCall, Teresa, Lisa, Edwards, Robin. Okay, we have here Jackie, Butter, Juliet, Julie, Jackson, Alfredo, Rachel, Joseph, Faith, Patty, Torres, Baez, McFarland. Okay, we have here June, Kelsey, Marlon, Brad, Roosevelt, Adams, Silva, Timothy, Christian, Patterson, Zeke, Kay, Burnett, Evans, and Dean. Mariah, Leah, Bonnie, Cespedes. Okay, Moises, Fowler, Rosado, Ari, Tommy, Ivory, Marlene, Z, Lizette, Delisa, Ursula, Patrice, Jake, Pete, Denidria, Kingston, Melendez, Shannon, Priscilla, and Darwin. All right, y'all. So that's what I got here. I hope I was able to bring clarity and confirmation to whoever needed to receive this message. Spiritual Court is now adjourned. Peace.